Let me ask you something. When was the last time you were overwhelmed by just having way too many choices? Maybe you were walking into a store, or maybe you were just scrolling through Netflix, right? Trying to decide what you want to watch. And there's just so many choices. There's so many options. You sit there, you're stuck, you're paralyzed by the number of things that you have to choose from. And in the end, you either made a choice that you weren't too sure about, like I usually do, or worse yet, you didn't choose anything at all. Now, I want you to think about that in terms of your prospects, the people that you're trying to get to work with you. If you're doing the same thing, you're not doing them any favors, right? You're giving them way too many options. You're confusing them. You're overwhelming them. And confused prospects, they don't buy. They don't become clients. Now, I get it. On the surface, it seems like, the more choices you offer, the more likely somebody's going to be to find something that they like. But that's not how it really works. Not in business, not in life. So when you're given too many choices, what actually happens is you get paralyzed. And when people are paralyzed, they don't act. They don't buy. They leave. I mean, think about it. Let's say you walked into, the Cheesecake Factory like I did for the first time. Now, if you've never been there, you probably don't know what the heck I'm talking about or what I mean, but I was like, holy shit. The menu has like 100 pages and there's 1,000 different appetizers, dinners, desserts, drinks, like a million things on this menu. And it's just overwhelming. I mean, just open the damn thing is like, what am I supposed to do with this? Do I want pasta or do I want steak or even a salad? I mean, there's like 15 different salads to choose from. And then there's like 20 different pasta choices. And I'm like, what if I pick the wrong thing? What if I don't like it? And then I'm missing out on something that I really would have liked, And so you have to think about that in terms of what your prospects are thinking, right? You came in ready to eat, but now you're stuck. Too many choices. And what happens? You either settle for something that you're not sure about, or worse, you walk out and you go someplace else. It's the same with your dog training business. This is exactly what happens when you give your clients too many options. They're going to freeze. They're going to start questioning what they actually want. And instead of making a decision, they're going to end up leaving. They walk out without buying. It's never a good thing for you. Now let's bring this back to your dog training business, right? You're offering puppy training, basic obedience. You're offering advanced obedience. You're offering private lessons, offering group classes, board and trains, leash training, aggression rehab, online courses, virtual. You got all these different options. And on paper, it seems like, you're covering all your bases. But in reality, what you're doing is you're confusing the shit out of your prospective clients. They came to you because they need your help with training. They want your help. That's it. They don't know exactly what they need. They just know that they want results. That's what they came to you for. And now you've given them 10 different ways to get there. And they start wondering, well, I don't know, do I really need private sessions? Or do I, is group training enough? Like, what's the difference between basic and advanced obedience? What's the best option, right? That's what they're wondering. And suddenly what should have been a simple decision, hire you to help them train their dog, becomes this complex process full of doubt and hesitation and reservation. And that doubt, it kills the sale. Because here's the thing, confused clients don't buy. They don't take action when they're unsure of what the right move is. They tell you, I need time to think about it. And they walk away. They start looking at other trainers, other services, and eventually what ends up happening is they're just going to go with the path of least resistance, which is usually somebody who's just made it easier for them to make a decision. Now, whether or not that's the right decision, totally up to you. When you give people too many options, you think you're showing off how versatile you are. But what you're really doing is you're broadcasting uncertainty. It's like saying, I don't know what you really need, so here's a bunch of stuff. You can sort of figure it out for yourself. Is that how you want to portray yourself? Is that the service that you want to deliver? Because that's not what clients really want. They want you to be the expert. They want you to tell them, here's the problem, here's the solution, let's go. Right? When you go to a doctor and you got, say, a broken arm, he doesn't ask you what treatment you want. He diagnoses your problem by asking you questions. And then he prescribes the solution. And guess what? You don't question him because he made the determination about how to best solve your problem by operating from a place of authority. And you should be conducting yourself in the same manner with your business. Look, clients are coming to you because they trust that you know what you're doing. They don't want to guess. They don't want to pick from a list of 20 different services. They want you to guide them. They want you to tell them, look, this is what your dog needs, and this is the best way to get there. That's your job. I mean, look, take Apple, for example. They've built a global empire by keeping their product line super simple. When you walk into an Apple store, guess what? You don't see 30 different models of an iPhone. You see maybe 3 options. That's it. And you know what? People buy. They buy a lot. You know why? Because the choice is simple. They're not bogged down by too many decisions. They're not overwhelmed. They pick what fits their needs and they move forward. And that's what needs to happen. That's what you need to do in your business. Simplify. Make the path from prospect to client as smooth as possible. Give them fewer choices and make those choices crystal clear. It's not about having a million different options. It's about having the right options. And when you can do that, when you make your process simple and straightforward, your clients will feel more confident in making decisions. They will feel like they're making the right decision. And that confidence, it leads to trust. And that trust, it leads to sales, which is your job. Now, this brings me to my next point. Giving your clients too many options isn't just confusing. What it also does is it undermines your authority. Remember, I talked to you about that a minute ago, because if you think about it, if you're the expert, shouldn't you know exactly what your clients need? Shouldn't you be able to say, here's the solution to your problem? Wouldn't that make sense? When you present yourself and your services with way too many options, it makes it look like you don't really know what's best for them. It makes you seem unsure. And when your clients sense that uncertainty, they lose confidence in you. They start questioning whether you really know what you're talking about. Is that how you want to come across to your clients? Because when you present yourself and your service with 1 or 2 solid options, and you explain why those are the best choices for them, you're positioning yourself as the authority. You're saying, look, I've been through this enough to know exactly what works for your situation. Now here's what we're going to do to get you the results that you want. And that's how you build trust. And trust is the foundation of every successful business. Without it, you're just like any other trainer out there offering a bunch of services that may or may not be what your client needs. They may or may not work. And with it, you're the go-to expert. You're the person people turn to when they want real lasting results. And here's the kicker. When you simplify your offerings, your conversions go way up. Way up. Because when the decision is easy, when people take action, they don't hesitate. They don't second guess themselves. They commit. Simplicity creates clarity, and clarity leads to action. Now, if you want help growing your dog training business into an empire, my team and I can guide you through every step of the process, right? Send us a DM, schedule a free coaching call, see if we can help. We'll work together with you to streamline your offers, build trust with your clients, create a business that absolutely scales and does what you want it to do. Because remember, greatness is your obligation. Success, it won't ever happen without your participation. This life isn't just a warm-up, it's the only one you got. So take action this instant, because today might be your only shot.